I'll be reacting to Digimon 2020 episode 49. I'll be starting my reaction from the 2-minute and 26-second mark because I do not want to see the shitty animation from episode 48. I'll be watching it from Crunchyroll's website, and I'll be starting my reaction in 1-0, go. And yes, that was a dig at episode 48 because it was absolutely atrocious. Hopefully this one's better. Taichi's fine though. It's gonna take more than that to bust him up. I'm just saying. He could have just jumped out of the Digimon though that was blowing itself up. I'm just saying, but I'm assuming Taichi will show up right when the children are in deep shit. I gotta admit though, the character design for that monstrosity does look pretty terrorizing. I gotta give credit where credit's due. Oh boy. I mean, you know shit's getting real when you've got mountains in the sky with evil looking features and you've got sandstorms already. And I do also love too how they emphasize how it's getting similar to what happened in the previous war. It's definitely increasing the stakes. Considering the fact that a good amount of Digimon died in the previous war too. And the music is absolutely fantastic. Just off of a directing standpoint, it's already better than episode 48. Okay, that thing is absolutely freaking crazy. It looks like on some Nightmare Fuel shit right there. The thing is, where are they going to use as the base for Millenniumon's body? I mean, I guess they could probably use a lot of the item from Digimon they've probably consumed, and that could work. But whatever the case may be, I hope the others have enough time to rest and build up the energy. Because Millenniumon and his boys, they ain't going to be sitting on their hands for too long. Yeah, but he looks fucking injured, though. I mean, they're gonna have no choice, though. I love how now this is Yamato's time to shine as a leader, too. Makes sense. I mean, they're the biggest assets. Yeah, it's a lot of responsibility put it on Mimi Joe. But you know what? I think they can handle it for sure. The animation of Birdmon looked a bit off because it'd be better if we saw her flapping her wings, but instead it's like this. Because in the animation it looks like Birdmon's floating in the air when she should be flying because Yamato, Sora, and also Kosho are going upwards. Yeah, you can definitely feel the animation still a bit off. I only hope this means they're saving their animation budget for the actual fights. Yo, can we hear more lines of dialogue from Mikari? Because out of all the Digidestined, she hasn't really had much to do dialogue-wise in this series. Is that the tough ass for Commandomon? I mean, he almost fucking died how many times? The only thing I can hope is that Taichi survived. But I do like, this is a good scene though. Seeing Hikari, at least for a small bit, not consider Commandomon's injuries. but then needing to be told by Joe to consider Komonomon too. I like this, and it fits in with the graphic we saw a few episodes ago where they were joking saying that Joe was leader, but in this instance Joe was at least a leader, and it was a small bit in this instance too. Honestly, that scene was pretty fucking good. Because yes, I know it's a comedy thing that Joe's leader, but here we saw him be an actual leader there for a small bit, even if it was for something as minor as that. It looks like the form of Greymon. Oh no, I thought for a second it looked similar. Never mind. Oh! Yeah, I mean, only Yamato and Gabumon are gonna be able to take that thing on. So wow, so they're gonna skip a fight between two mega formed enemies. That's a little disappointing there. Like, they build up the fact that their mega formed Digimon are super powerful and they're gonna skip a major fight. Good job, Digimon 2020. Good job for your amazing pacing. I do like this one though, where you see Telmon contemplate a lack of utility in this instance, though. It's a... Oh! Yeah, Gomon's need... Oh! Aww. You know, I love that determination from Gomon there. But there are moments where you just have to... Aww. Oh, you can tell Komonomon wants to go. I mean, it's gonna affect him too because he can't physically fight, but he wants to do the best he can, though. That's a good question. He is. Aww. Honestly, Komonomon is one of the positives of 2020. Even though this series has a lot of downsides where it fucking lacks in comparison to the original, Komonomon is not one of the downsides. He's one of the few positive sides. Shit, I mean, that scene definitely left an impression on my mind. Here, in this instance, I understand them not going to the ultimate forms from the get-go since they are drained. In this specific instance, narratively, it makes sense. Did it make sense in the previous episode? It makes sense in this one. So I'll give the writer some credit. Oh no, we're all going to see some fighting between Minogarurumon and Griffinmon. Okay. Even though, yeah, the choreography could be better, at least it's still better than that disgrace that was episode 48. I'll give it some credit. And that's the only thing they can do at this point. Aww. I like how Mimi isn't trying to give false hope here. Because sometimes it'd be easier to make a comforting line, but Mimi's not going for that route. Actually, I like things like that. Shows you how mature she is when she needs to step it up. That's almost only how to give credit to the series too. I actually like how they portrayed Mimi more in this series than the original. Because here they actually make Mimi feel like an actual character. I just wish I could say the same for Hikari or Sora, though. I feel like they're using similar friends when you have the middle Garurumon and Griffamon just going at each other. Speed lines, oh boy. They used the same animation earlier. Now, the same bad choreography from last week. Yeah, it's not as bad. But it's got the whole bullshit of, oh yeah, we'll just fire multiple lasers at the opposition. While the main Digimon don't even have to dodge, it can just fly through straight the lasers. And then when they need the lasers to land, they just land conveniently. Oh yeah, this is exciting, so I like it when you do this shit. I like it when you do this shit for like the 10th fucking time. And it's just like exciting the 10th time, but it was just the first time. Now you can already feel the sarcasm in my voice. Character writing in the episode is great, though. It's just, again, the animation quality. What the fuck is this? So to dodge, all they gotta do is just to slowly slide from the left and right. Honestly, I don't even know what to say anymore at this point. It just feels like Toei stopped giving a shit about this series, visually. And this wasn't an issue in the original Digimon, because the original Digimon had worse visuals than this, but the story was more consistent, so I didn't feel it as much. That's the difference. And saying that scene where Mimi is talking to Hikari is really glorious, though. Aww. You know, I love moments like this. Where in tough moments like this, sometimes it might be best just thinking about the fun memories you have with the individual that's either passed away or that went missing. And I do love seeing the power between Taichi and Hikari's bonds, just seeing even minor things like them reading together or them playing video games. Aww. That is so fucking cute. Aw, that's fucking adorable. And hearing Mimi say that. Aww. And you know, those ones have a lot of weight considering the amount of time all the others have spent with Taichi and the... And while to think all those words are coming from someone like me, oh, it just shows you how much Mimi's come a long way. Aww. And I love those series, it shows you that yes, there might be a chance that Taichi and Magomai have passed away. I love how there shows you she's still got faith in them surviving despite the long odds. Wow. Alright. That scene made the episode. Even if, say, the animation's horrid for the rest of it, that Mimi and Hikari scene really lifted it to grandiose heights. I love, like, the triumphant music playing, too. When after the conversation. It makes the scene have a lot more weight to it. Oh. Aww. Okay, that is some good animation. Where the fuck was this earlier? Okay, yeah, the animators, the good ones, showed up. Took 17 minutes and 30 seconds, but they finally did it. Because that was the first Metal God Rumon scene in Digimon 2020 that didn't look like crap. I mean, hey, better late than never. Are we still going with the animation of just slowly sliding to the left or right to dodge? But in saying that, I do love seeing Nikai's termination here, though. And then seeing the buildup of Millennium Mom's body is pretty epic in its own way. Yeah, you can tell why they animated that. Well, they animated it well, so they want to use it twice. But you know what? I'm not going to complain. That attack looks pretty sick. And actually, it's pretty. Aww. Whoa! I love how Baby showed up. I love it, though. Oh boy. I wonder how they're gonna deal with Millennium Mom though. I mean, they could use Omnimon, but we saw that even that Omnimon can't resolve every single scenario. But I think with the bus from Anja 1 and Anja Woman, it's maybe possible for him to achieve victory against Millennium Mon. Oh shit, so it is where the budget was being saved for, because that looks gorgeous. Okay, at least so we knew not to fuck up Millennium Mon's debut, because if they fucked this up, I'd have been really worried for the series. Okay, gotta make Millennium Mon looks epic. That looks hot. Fucking taller than multiple skyscrapers from that angle. And I just love how you had to have the extra sparkle to Millennium opening its eyes. And I love how they even give Millennium on its own theme too. If like the da da na na na. Well, now they're gonna have to find a way of taking it down. Just because Millennium's powerful doesn't mean that. Is that Taichi? Yeah! Our boy! Aw, now that's what I love to see, our small Nikari. But I wonder where they're gonna disappear to, though. Yo, okay. Whoever drew that shot of where Greymon, that is a race, that looks beautiful. Holy shit. Alright. This episode. Now, this episode was fantastic. Now, I'm sure all you wondering, well, this. What can I say? Wow. This episode gave me hope for 2020. Now, will it ever be as good as the original? Hell to the fuck no, because the series is completely inconsistent. Episode 40 was a atrocity. This episode was fantastic. So just due to the lack of consistency, while this episode was absolutely amazing, it will not be as good as the original. It's already too late at this point. But in saying that, I have to give respect to this episode. Because what the series does do better than the original, which isn't a lot, but it does certain things better, Mimi is a much more better and fleshed out character in this series. Actually seeing her emotionally comfort Hikari was really powerful and amazing. I absolutely adored it. Seeing Mimi, okay, hopefully, I'm assuming, oh yeah, the animation for episode 50 looks amazing. This is definitely Toei's A-Team. Holy fuck, it looks amazing! Oh shit! Yeah, already in like the preview, I can already tell the difference between this and just the last few episodes. You can definitely tell Toei's actually trying with that one. Like they're actually No, I think deep down Toei knows that they cannot fuck up that episode. That's why the visuals look great, because it's Millennium Mon. After like how many weeks of build-up, Toei knows if they fuck up Millennium Mon, they're gonna piss off a lot of the remaining audience of the series. So I do like that, where even Toei knows they cannot fuck up next week. Like they know. Just looking at the preview tells me that Toei knows they can't fuck up. Okay, that actually further reassures me. But back to this episode. The reason why I feel it was 9 out of 10 worthy is because it actually made me feel something when you see Mimi say how much she thinks Taichi and her grandfather have a lovely smile, and she'll believe that Taichi will survive. And then when you see Hikari crying before that, but then afterwards you see her determined face and she wants to make the flowers for Taichi's return was really beautiful. I thought that made the episode absolutely fantastic, seeing that moment, because it actually made me feel something in my eye. That's what I thought of the writing in this episode was absolutely phenomenal. And you know what makes the episode more impressive? Just given the fact that for the episode, the writers were giving some of the most low-tier animators in the series, yet despite working with some of the worst animators in Toei, or who knows if this is even a Toei episode, for all we know it could be outsourced, and Toei might not have animated the episode himself, because Toei is known for outsourcing episodes for certain series. But regardless of the case being, I gotta give Toei their credit. The writers, anyway. They had nothing to work with. Like, almost nothing. And they still did a fantastic job. Now, in saying that, I will give credit to some of the animators. Because even though the first 17 minutes and 30 seconds of the episode were just absolutely atrocious, I don't think anyone can debate that they looked good. In no world do those first minutes look great. But in saying that, I will give credit where credit's due, though, because the last 5 minutes of the episode looked absolutely amazing. Especially with the return of Taichi and Agumon. Oh man, that looked absolutely fucking glorious. So I will give some credit to the animators. I'm assuming Toei probably did spare some animators in the last 5 minutes. And that's why it looked absolutely visually delightful. So even though yes, the animation was bad for the most part, at least when it needed to visually step it up, the episode visually stepped it up in certain bits. Not in every bit, but in some bits. So I'll give some credit to the animators. And they finally give a scene to Medogarurumon that doesn't look like absolute dog shit, so I guess I'll give credit there. They finally broke the streak of bad-looking Medogarurumon episodes. Finally. Well, I wouldn't say streak of bad-looking, but because this episode looked mostly bad for 17 minutes. But they broke this, okay, I should say they broke the streak of bad looking Metal Garurumon fights. So I do like how this episode was positive in that regard. So from a visual standpoint, could have been done better, but hey, at least it wasn't a disaster piece. And I gotta give credit to the Komodomon sequences. I thought those were good. I love the moment they gave for Joe too when he was comforting Hikari there in that small, well, not comforting, but telling her that it might not be BS to go yet because they need to recover. I like that scene there, seeing Joe act like a firm leader. But honestly though, the highlight for me was Mimi. You can tell the animators love Mimi because they always give her either good visuals or some of the most emotional scenes in the series and some of the best episodes. And you know what? I don't blame him. She is an amazing character in this series. And she's definitely one of the few that actually got upgraded going into this series. And that's why I really love the episode too. Overall, it was 9 out of 10 caliber. Didn't get 10 because the visuals were mostly bad, but for the most part, 9 out of 10. Considering what the writers had to work with, they did a freaking fantastic job. But anyways, y'all, these are my thoughts on the episode. I'd love to hear your thoughts on how you feel about my reaction or the episode in the comment section below. Or my reaction. Hope y'all rate the video, share it, and I'll see y'all later if you come back for more. But anyways, y'all, thank you so much for watching my video and have a fantastic day, everyone. Bye-bye.